What's going on, YouTube? I'm back with another video. This is one that I'm kind of excited to do. I think a lot of people will appreciate this one. This video is about budget-friendly AR-15 setup. So a lot of people who are into guns know AR-15s can get kind of pricey, and a lot of people do not have $2,000-3,000 or more to spend on a rifle, but they still want an effective, reliable tool to defend their homes, defend themselves, defend their families, or just to take it out and do some shooting, because AR-15s are a lot of fun to shoot. So this video is about my Delton DTI DTI 15 AR-15 chambered in 223/556, of course. This is the Echo 316L optic ready model, and this is a very good budget friendly rifle. I have made a couple of modifications to it, but stock out of the box, this rifle can be had for under $700, which is an excellent price for an AR-15. And trust me, this is a very reliable firearm. I've shot it. I've had I've had it for a little bit, so this is not a straight out of the box review. I can definitely attest to this firearm's reliability. So without further ado, let's get a little deeper into it and talk about some of the features that this gun comes with, which I think make it such an excellent value for the price point that it comes in at. Okay, YouTube, so here we are. Gonna get a little deeper into my Delton DTI 15. This is the Echo 316L optic ready model. Like I said, this gun comes in a variety of configurations. This is the one that I'm not going to say chose. This is the one they had when I went into the gun store looking for an AR-15, and so I snatched it up. So gonna get a little bit deeper into the specs. So these are the specs that I'm going to read them directly from Delton's website. This gun comes with a 16-inch heavy barrel with a 1x9 twist. It comes with a low-profile gas block. Comes with a adjustable M4 stock, 10-inch M-lock rail, free-floating rail, and it comes with A2 flash hider. So I have added a couple of things to this gun, so I'll show you what I've added to it and I'll get into the price. But before we start handling it, I'm going to show that it's clear. So I'm going to take the magazine out. See, we have an empty magazine. And going to rack the charging handle to show that there's nothing in the gun. You can see that it's clear, it's empty. All right, and we're going to point the weapon in a safe direction, pull the trigger, showing that that gun is clear. So let's get into the things that I've added to this gun, which is minimal. I'm not finished with this gun, like I said, but like I said previously, I just added what I felt like I needed to get it up and running. So the only two things that I've added to this gun are this optic, which is the SIG Romeo 5 XDR. I'm not going to get too deep into this optic because I've already done a full review of this optic on my page. So if you look through my previous videos, you can find a detailed review on this optic. But I will say that this is an excellent budget-friendly optic. This thing can be had for under $200. I love it. Like I said, I've given it a great review. And also I've added a set of flip-up Magpul backup sights. So is the rear sight and the front sight. Those are the only two modifications that I've made to this gun so far. And also, I did grab some magazines because I live in Maryland. Maryland is one of the states with the 10-round magazine capacity limit. So this gun did come with a 10-round magazine, one 10-round magazine. So I did, I have been purchasing magazines, but I purchase magazines regularly because I feel like with the recent the present administration, I feel like magazines of more than 10 round capacity are one of the things that they're going to go after. So that's why I try to keep a good amount of magazines around just in case. But other than that, I haven't added anything. So like I said, this optic comes in at, this optic can be had for under $200, and these sights can be had for under $100. So with the gun being under $700, the optic being under $200, and the sights being under $100, this setup comes in slightly under $1,000, which, if you know anything about AR-15s, you know that's fairly cheap. And you know, this gun is made of aluminum, not plastic or polymer. So I like that, and I can definitely attest to the reliability. I've taken this gun to the range quite a few times. I've put close to, if not 1,000 rounds through it, and under live fire, I have not had one single malfunction with this gun. The few malfunctions that I had with it are when I first pulled it out of the box and attempted to cycle a few rounds through it straight out of the box just to see if it functioned. And this was before oiling it or anything. And I did experience a couple of jams. So what I did was field strip it and oil it real good. And after that, haven't had any malfunctions with it. I can also attest to the accuracy. You know, I've shot it at different distances. I've shot it at 10 yards, 20 yards, 30, 40, 50 yards, 75 yards, and out to 100 yards. And I've been able to hit my target at each of the distances. Now, when you get out to maybe 75 to 100 yards, the groups aren't as tight, but using a silhouette target, all my shots was center mass. I was able to get my shot center mass on target, and even able to land a couple headshots. When you're talking about distances 10, 20, 30 yards, groups are really tight, very accurate. And so when you're talking about self-defense, those are, you know, those shorter distances are what matters. You know, when you get out, I'm gonna say 30, past 30, 40 yards out to like 50 to 100 yards, remember you're drifting into the territory where, as though it might not be considered self-defense. You could possibly get yourself into some trouble, because, you know, how much of a threat is a target that's 100 or 150 yards away. Now, don't get me wrong, if somebody's shooting at you from 100 to 150 yards away, if they're a good shot, we know they can hit you. But at the same time, think about, is that going to stand up in court? And do you have a chance to safely remove yourself from the situation before using deadly force? So that's something you had to be careful about. But for home defense, self-defense distances, this gun is more than accurate enough to neutralize any threat. I was shredding targets with this gun. The two ranges that I go to allow you to shoot as fast as you can pull the trigger. They even allow mag dumps. And so, like I said, I was actually absolutely shredding the targets with this gun. So as far as reliability and accuracy, I give this gun very high marks, especially for the price point. Like I said, I really have nothing but good to say about this gun. Like I said, I'm not finished with this thing. I do want to add a couple more things to it. I do want to add, like I said, a sling, definitely a light, and I want to add a foregrip, because one thing about this gun, you know, when you're shooting it, you're really putting some rounds through it. The this M-lock rail, this rail can get kind of hot. So I think a foregrip will help with that. So what I usually do is I'll shoot maybe 3 magazines through it, then I'll sit it down and let it cool off and pick up one of my other firearms and put some rounds through that. Then I'll come back to this. But I do want to add a foregrip because I also think it'll make it a little bit more accurate. But other than that, I'm not gonna mess with it. I may mess with the trigger. The trigger's not great, but it's not terrible. Like I said, I'm not a competition shooter, so I'm not looking for super tight groups. So this trigger works for me. I'll demonstrate it. That's the wall already, and then it's gonna, you know, it's a little squishy, but it works. Here's the reset right there. So, you know, like I said, it's not the best trigger that I have on a firearm, but like I said, I paid less than $700 for this gun. So for what I paid for it, I think it's an excellent value. So if you are looking for an AR-15 that will not break the bank, but is still reliable, dependable, I highly recommend this Delton DTI 15 Echo 316L optic ready model, or any of the other models that Delton offers. I've heard nothing but good about them, and I can definitely say that this one that I've bought is reliable. So like I said, I highly recommend this gun if you're looking for AR-15 that won't break the bank. So if you like this video and the other content on my channel, remember to hit the like button, subscribe, and comment. I'll take any feedback, positive and negative, any suggestions, any experiences that anybody else may have had with this particular gun. I welcome it. So leave it down in the comments. And also turn on the notifications, because I will be having more content in the future. So that's all for now. Until next time, have fun, get some shooting done, and as always, be safe. Peace. We are out.